Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. Today we're going to talk about seeing the good and the bad in someone, okay? It's really, really important. And it was a lesson that I had to figure out on my own. And then I had to figure out a way to condition myself to always look for both the good and the bad, because I wasn't raised that way. I was raised by a narcissist mother. And she would literally every day of my life. Now you think, oh, come on. No, I'm telling you, every single day of my life, at least when I interacted with her, she would say the same thing over and over and over. And here's what it was. You've always got to see the good in people. You've always got to see the good in people. You've always got to see the good in people. That sounds good, doesn't it? It sounds really caring and compassionate and humanitarian. Oh, no, it's not. It's a trick. So I would my mother would literally say, well, you've always got to see the good in people. There's always some good in people, no matter how bad they are. And that is true. And it sounds so humanitarian, but it's not healthy. It's completely whack out of balance, and it'll put you out of balance. Now watch this. So she would say, even Adolf Hitler, I swear to God, you think I'm bullshitting it? I'm not joking. She would say, even Adolf Hitler, you've always got to look for the good in people. Even Adolf Hitler's got good in them. You've always got to look for the good in him. And I was like, it went over my head as a child. Like, oh, okay, mommy. And she would even bring up Charles Manson. I swear, I'm looking at my notes, by the way. I swear to God. She goes, even Charles Manson, the mass murderer. She's like, even he's got good in them. Michael, you've always got to look for the good in people, no matter who they are. She basically picked Satan and his freaking two fucking number one followers, number one and number two worshipers, Hitler and Manson. And you've always got to look. Now, here's how I was. Literally, I got stabbed in high school one time. Well, actually 3 times, but here's the point. I actually was friends with that guy, even the next day. And people are like, why would you be friends with that guy? That guy literally stabbed you. I would be friends with people who talk behind my back all the time. I would be friends with people who hurt me unbelievably, physically, socially, emotionally. And people are like, why are you friends with that? That guy's a total asshole to you. Oh, well, you've always got to see the good in people. Here's the deal. I was so brainwashed, I couldn't see the fucked up shit they were doing to me. I do now. Years ago, I literally I realized, friends were like, dude, Michael, you've got to, I forget, someone said to me, you've got to see the good and the bad in people. And that's how you make your decision. You've got to see who they are completely, not just part of them. Because they might literally be a fucking murderer. And I'm the kind of guy that would hang out, or used to be, that would hang out with someone that probably murdered someone and be, oh, they're totally cool. Or they might just have this unbelievable dark energy. And that's where I'm talking to you empaths. You have got to make yourself look for the bad in people also, because you have a really bad habit of always, hint, hint, like my mom would say, seeing the good in people. And that's what's gotten you hurt. So you go through life and you just got this look on your face like everything's wonderful and everyone is not wonderful. Everyone is not wonderful. There's a lot of bad people out there. Oh, you're being Mr. Negative. Man, I'm telling you, I used to be Mr. Positive, literally to a fault. And I didn't know, what do you mean to a fault? What does that mean? I used to ask that for decades. It literally means to the point where you're going to get yourself hurt really bad. And that's what happened. I did get hurt again and again and again. I got hurt really bad. And one day I was like, fuck this. What the fuck is going on? A friend's like, Mike, you've got to see the good and the bad in people. What do narcissists do? When they first meet you, they're good. They buy you things. They take you places. They compliment you. They do good things for you. They'll make phone calls for you. They'll open doors for you. They'll do all these good things. They're so good. And then you overlook. As an empath, you already are wired to overlook the bad in people. And then they hurt you. And they hurt you again. And they hurt you again. And they hurt you again. And you make up excuses for them. You lie to yourself. Oh, he didn't really mean it. And you overlook it. And you only see the good. You've got to see the good and the bad. You have to really, as an empath, you've really got to push yourself to see the bad. That'll change everything. That will change the game. So now all of a sudden you're looking at that person and go, wait, they're not actually a good person. They just did this stuff to suck me into their game to where they could hurt me. And then you'll start seeing the narcissist for what he really is. He's a dark freaking asshole is what he is. He's a demon, all right? Let me end it with this. I kid you not. If I were to bring you over to my mother's house right now, I would bet my friends $50 and my ex-girlfriends. I tell you, you watch. She's going to tell you. Within 15 minutes of being there, I kid you fucking not. And I would bet him. I would bet him at 30 minutes. And they're like, no, like, okay, fine, 30 minutes. Like, no way, dude. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you. Sure enough, you'd sit down anywhere from 5 minutes to 15, 20 minutes. She would start with, you got to look for the good in Hitler. You got to look for the good in Charles Manson, and on and on and on. And I'd look at them and they'd be like, oh my God. I told you. Every fucking time. And then the next time I bring her there, and I would bet them again. You want to bet $50? She does. Oh, she's not going to do it. Oh, dude, she's going to do it again. She would do it again. So here's my point. Empaths, it's almost like we're born. Now, you know what it's, okay, we're either born this way or we're born into narcissistic families where they condition you to always see the good in them. And they can't directly say, always see the good in me. Even when I hurt you, don't see that. That would be too obvious. But they got to do it in an indirect way about Charles Manson, Adolf Hitler, some of the worst people in the world, because they want you to look at them like they're good, like you don't see they're bad. I'm telling you, look for the good and definitely look for the bad. As an empath, you already have a really bad habit of looking for only the good. You need to start looking for the bad. You need to see the light and the dark in life, including in yourself. Hey, this is Mike Coley, MikeColey.com. If you like this video, click subscribe, click the like button, and see you in the next video.